Hello classmates and teacher. In this video we will talk about how to resolve a conflict, possibly incorrectly with any type of violence. Before starting with our project for partial 2, we will give some details of what our video will be about. More than once we have experienced different conflicts either with our brothers, parents, teachers, and with any type of people. The violence by drug cartels. One significant problem in Mexico is the problem with the violence by the drug. Nowadays, Guanajuato is one of the states more dangerous in Mexico because the drug cartels are in war for the control of Mexico territories and traffic routes. The consequences are economic impact. Some business suffer extortion, and the tourism is affected. Areas is also significantly impacted. Women's role. The violence has resulted in thousands of deaths every year. One example of this is Celaya, Guanajuato. In this city nowadays, 8 persons are killed per day.
The war between Russia and Ukraine, which began in February 2022, is one of the most severe conflicts in recent decades. Russia, led by Vladimir Putin, justified its invasion by claiming to protect Russian-speaking communities and prevent NATO's expansion. Ukraine, under the leadership of Volodymyr Zelensky, is fighting not only for territorial sovereignty, but also to strengthen its national identity and ties with the West. The conflict has resulted in thousands of deaths, millions of displaced people, and devastated cities. Globally, it has triggered economic crises, driving up food and energy prices, and intensified tensions between world powers. Ukraine has received military and humanitarian support from allied countries, regaining some occupied territories.
The last problem that we are going to talk about is the flood in Valencia. The recent severe flooding in Valencia, Spain, was caused by a meteorological phenomenon known as DANA, which occurs when cold air masses meet the warm, humid air over the Mediterranean. The consequences are human loss and displacements. Over 2,000 fatalities were reported, and a lot of people are still missing. Material damage. A lot of things are damaged for the flood. For example, houses, roads, vehicles are severely damaged. And the most important is the economic impact. The economic losses are substantial, affecting agriculture, local business, and critical infrastructure.
Some tips to resolve conflict in a pacific form are the next. Active listening. It is the first step to resolve a conflict as it allows you to understand the other person's point of view. Stay calm. It is not advisable to resolve a conflict when emotions are running high. Avoid blaming others. Attacking the person instead of addressing the problem does not help solve it. Look for mutually beneficial solutions. Focusing on winning the conflict can damage long-term relationships. Focus on the future. It is not advisable to bring up old, unresolved conflicts, as it diverts attention from the current issues.